appreciate you guys being here. It's a big day in Kentucky football. This is our second class, our first full class. One thing that we've done is we went out and identified we have a profile of what we consider what is a successful student athlete here at Kentucky in football is. And number one is character. Second, we want a guy that truly wants to get a degree here. And then the third thing is a guy that has passion for the game of football, and a guy that has passion not only for football, but to play football here at Kentucky. And we worry about that and that only. We don't worry about how many stars a guy has. We don't worry about how many accolades a kid has. One thing we've done a really good job of here at Kentucky, and I commend Mark, who wrote a story a couple of days ago about us being able to project. And I think if you look at this class today, we've done a really good job of projecting some of the future stars of Kentucky football. And I'm going to challenge you guys here in a minute about trying to figure out who's the next Keenan Burton, who's the next Jacob Tammey. Go out on the limb. You guys go out on the limb and project. Write a positive story about who you guys think the next Jacob Tammey, Keenan Burton, Dinky Lyons, Tim Mastay, who on signing day 6 years ago, there was talk not about him. The headlines didn't read Tim Mastay. It read about the three guys in his Kentucky class that were headed out of state. Who's playing in the Super Bowl? Tim Mastay. So we don't worry about the star system. We worry about the guys who fit our profile of what we consider a guy that's going to help us have success here and win titles. That's it. This staff has done an outstanding job, the best staff I've ever been on. And that includes their wives. I'll tell you that right now, because we were able to get a lot of mamas here, mamas and daddies here, and I think that's important when they see the family atmosphere that we have here in Kentucky, and the wives did an outstanding job in helping us close some deals this recruiting season. I told you guys my thoughts a few weeks ago when Randall announced of what I considered a guy that is when we see guys that are identified as great recruiters. And I'll just give you guys an example. At Notre Dame, when I was at Notre Dame, 6'4", 215-pound linebacker comes in as a freshman. He's over at my house one day for 4th of July, and my wife is watching TV one day, and she sees a guy doing a Subway commercial. And he's now 290 pounds. He's a Pro Bowl player. He had none of those accolades that we were talking about. He's probably the last player we took at Notre Dame, and now he's a Pro Bowl player. His name is Justin Tuck. So that's a great recruiting job, in my opinion. The great recruiting jobs are the Raphael Littles, the Jacob Tammeys, the Wesley Woodyards, the Jeremy Jarmans. That, to me, is a guy that we identified what our profile looked like. The guy came in here, and we developed him into being Randall Cobbs. Randall Cobbs. He wasn't the name that everybody was writing about on signing day. Okay, like I say, Mark did an outstanding job with his story the other day. There was two guys that was higher that you guys talked about more than Randall Cobb. But Randall Cobb's the guy that's able to come out as a junior. Okay, I think this staff and this program has done a good job of developing players, and we have a lot of those type of players in this. I want you guys to try to figure out who they are. We know who they are. Guys that got a chance to be the next Randall Cobbs. Guys that got a chance to carry this program. Guys that got a chance to lead this program. Once we identified what our profile is, the thing that we have to do is we have to now identify what our needs are. Our needs were at wide receiver. We looked at size, speed, athleticism. We had a lot of production that walked out the door this year. We had to replace it. We were able to replace that with a lot of true wide receivers. If you remember in 2007, we had that type of production that Lee was then. And then with the Keenan Burtons, the Jacob Tammeys, the Stevie Johnsons, another guy came in here with no accolades, no stars. So we had to replace those guys in 2007 with 5 receivers that we signed in that class, and of those 5 receivers, only one had played wide receiver. We had to go out and find athletes. We had to go out and find some quarterbacks that played, that were great athletes to fulfill that need. Now, with where our program is now, we've been able to go out and fulfill that need with true wide receivers. And this is a great crop of wide receivers. Not only are they wide receivers, we're able to go out and get some guys that know the position of wide receiver, but they also are great returners. So we feel really good about that position. The other need was a running back. We were able to go out and get the top 2 running backs that we target. Very seldom is a program able to go out and do that. The 2 top running backs that we targeted in this class, we were able to land. And the thing you like about both of those guys, one of them commits, and he welcomes the other one. We were honest with our recruiting process and telling those guys, we're going to sign two running backs. Okay? The thing we want is guys that are willing to compete at every position. And the first one commits. The thing that he said in his article was, I welcome the other one. And then that, to me, speaks volumes. That also sometimes scares the second one. It didn't scare the second one away. They want to come in here and compete. The second one said, we need 2 running backs if you're going to play in this league. He's right. That's what we want. We want guys that are excited about being here, guys that are excited about competing. Offensive line was another need. The offensive line position, we were able to go out and attract the 2 top offensive line prospects in the state of Kentucky. Also able to go out in the state of Florida and land another offensive line need of ours. We fulfilled it. The next need was long, lean athletes. We need some long, lean athletes, whether it be a defensive end, outside linebacker type position. Also, we're able to get a couple of inside linebackers in this class. And then the next thing we wanted to do is go out and find the next available players, next best available players. And we feel like that we did a great job at that. We got the top athlete in the state of Illinois. Who remembers when we've done that before around here? We haven't. Okay. Also, able to go out and get one of the best athletes in the state of Louisiana. We've got 5 of the top 90 players in the state of Georgia, and 3 guys that were already here on campus, in Max Smith, Tim Patterson, and Jabari Johnson, who signed with us last year. So we're excited about this class. Again, there's some great players back here. And one thing we've done is we've been a place that's done a great job of projecting. We feel like we've projected more than in this class. I feel like there's more good projections in this class than we've ever had, from top to bottom. It's the strongest we've ever had, and we're excited about it. Any questions?
Sugar, can you just kind of go through those guys maybe one by one, and give
those guys? One by one.